This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with their opponents. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They go play action with Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous.
On the keeper.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. First time with Miles Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rolling to his right.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From midfield now, Haskins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards on the play, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
19-yard line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Haskins able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Eagles nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Hurts.
He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Eagles nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That's complete to Ward. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
To Greg Ward.
A big play there for Philly. 41 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Eagle 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Haskins to throw it. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On second down, McFarland. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You go back to the
second round of the draft, and when Jalen Hurts' name was called, a lot of Philadelphia fans weren't extremely happy about it. But when you see his ability, he can be mobile and make plays out of the pocket, but he's got a much better arm and much more accurate than what people think. Remember, he was raised by his father in the game of football. His dad was his high school coach. This kid is a true gym rat, and he's going to get better every time out.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 11.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run here with McFarland. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Anthony McFarland.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Eagles 6.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
2nd and 14.
Looking to throw.
And quickly finding Rager.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Left side here to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hurts going to keep this himself.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Trying to pick it up with Clement. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Haskins now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't,
he rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
At the 16-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Eagles 6.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's second down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Catch made by Fulgham. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Philadelphia.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this to Ward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ward Jr.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a dump off here complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Keeps the score, Steelers 28, Eagles 12. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.